She tossed it into the trash like it meant nothing, right there in front of our daughter, the guests, the candlelight that was supposed to carry meaning. I don't want handmade junk. My wife said, sharp, surgical, final. The laughter that followed wasn't hers alone. My daughter, 17 and merciless in the way youth can be, smirked. You can't compete with Mom's new boyfriend, Dad. The room went silent for a heartbeat. Not from guilt. No one expected me to respond. I didn't. I just stared at the crumpled paper, the oak frame half buried beneath leftover cake and disposable plates. My fingers brushed the edge. Varnish I'd applied myself. Gold leaf lining I'd saved. 3 months of work. She waved dismissively. God, don't tell me you're going to sulk now. I smiled. No, I said, I'm just thinking. It was the first honest thing I'd said to her in years. Because while everyone laughed, my mind had already begun calculating. We hadn't always been like this. When we first met, she was a storm I thought I could stand inside. Beautiful, unpredictable, brilliant. I was the calm one, the steady hand, the man who built permanence with his own hands. She used to call my work magic. Frames, sculptures, carvings that trapped light in wood. When she began law school, I worked nights, selling pieces for pennies to cover tuition. Her success was ours. When our daughter was born, I made her crib myself. She cried when she saw it. Back then, her tears were real. Then came the whispers, the unexplained trips, the perfume that wasn't hers. I didn't confront her. Not yet. The first real crack came a year before that anniversary. She left her laptop open. Not messages. She was smarter than that. A digital receipt. Dinner for 2. A hotel room. A name I didn't know. I stood there, watching the cursor blink, as if daring me to act. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I just closed the lid. That day, I began tracking not her myself. My earnings, my spending, my possessions. Quietly noting her liabilities. The fractures between us. By the time she discarded my gift, I already knew everything. Her boyfriend's name, his firm, their investments, and how much she relied on my craftsmanship to maintain her social image. Half her contacts bought my art under her name. Thinking it made her cultured, I knew it made her predictable. That night, after humiliation, I stayed in my workshop. Cedar and varnish clung to my clothes while I replayed every word. I retrieved the broken frame from the trash. The glass had cracked cleanly, beautifully. A self-portrait etched into the wood. Her reflection, with me standing behind, blurred into the grain. She never noticed its meaning. She was a subject, but I had given her definition. That night, I began my plan. 5 steps. Silent. Surgical. Step 1. I contacted an art dealer in New York who had pursued me for months. He'd once called my work museum grade. I ignored him before. No longer. Step 2. I renamed myself. Artistically, not legally. She hated that I signed my work with initials J.D. I chose Davidson instead, a name with weight untraceable to me. Step 3. I rebuilt a discarded piece but didn't repair it. I framed the cracks in gold, cookie style, etched our anniversary on the back, and titled it The Things We Break to Feel Whole. Step 4. I submitted it anonymously. No backstory. No history. Just the art, priced at $3,000 initially. Within a week, bidding soared to $60,000. People resonated with the fracture, the sorrow, the restraint. Step 5. I ensured the exhibiting gallery was on her route to work. The next morning, I stood across the street, coffee in hand. Sharp heels, sharp voice, always late, she arrived. Her reflection appeared first in the gallery window, then the piece. She froze, mouth slightly open, hand rising to glass. The Things We Break to Feel Whole, by Davidson. Price, $150,000. She studied it long, snapping photos like a tourist in her own life. I watched her lips move, whispering the title. She didn't see me. She never did. By noon, she texted, "Did you see that artist Davidson? His work looks like yours." I replied, "Funny, maybe he just sees the world the same way I do." The gallery called later. An anonymous collector wanted it. $150,000 cash. Her boyfriend's firm handled her investments. She thought she was buying prestige. She was just buying back what she had thrown away. 3 weeks later, the evening showing. My work was a centerpiece. Davidson had been discovered. Irony was delicious. She arrived with him, both dressed in black. Funeral attire for good taste. The curator approached. "Would you like to meet the collector?" I smiled. Absolutely. Her back was to me, speaking animatedly. Then she turned. The world stopped. "John," she whispered. "You two know each other?" the curator asked. I nodded. "You could say that." My gaze returned to the piece, her reflection fractured by the gold seam. "You threw that away once," I said softly. "Good to see you finally found its worth." The silence was perfect. Her boyfriend shifted. The curator's smile froze. I turned to the crowd. "Art," I said, "isn't about beauty. It's about what survives after you destroyed everything else." Then I left. Cameras flashed. Questions erupted. She remained motionless. Beneath the light of the piece, she had tried to erase. That night, back in my workshop, tools in place, chisels, sandpaper, varnish. My phone buzzed constantly. Her messages, our daughters, journalists asking about Davidson. I ignored them. Some things need no explanation. Our daughter texted last. "Dad, was that really your work?" I replied, "Everything you throw away has a story. Some just need the right audience." Then I turned off the phone. Peace in the silence. Not triumph. Not vengeance. Balance restored. The piece hangs now in a private gallery. I've made others since. Each carries a fragment of that night, that broken frame. What it means to rebuild quietly. People ask what inspired the things we break to feel whole. I tell them the truth. It's the day someone mistook Handmade for worthless and learned the difference between junk and legacy.